Hello students, so this is question number 3 of physics paper 2 of 2021 JEE Advanced. So this is an interesting question. One such question appeared earlier also in one of the previous year papers. I think 2019 maybe, not very sure but maybe. So this question says that there is a prism which is half made up of material of refractive index N1 and the other half is made up of a different material which has a refractive index of N2. Now we are considering a case when we kept N1 equal to N2 equal to N, which is equals to 1.5, and then we chose an angle of incidence which can give us the minimum deviation under these circumstances. So let's first talk about this condition only. If the question says that the angle of incidence was so chosen that we get minimum deviation, then it means that these two angles will become equal, and it also means that the angle of refraction here will become equal to half of prism angle, which is 30 degree. Okay, so with that in mind, I think we are now in a position to write Snell's law. So let's do that. So we will write sine I is equals to 3 by 2, that's 1.5, into sine of 30 degree. So that will become 1 by 2. So it becomes 3 by 4. So this is the value of sine I that we are getting. Okay, now this would have been the situation if N1 and N2 would have been equal. Okay, also keep in mind that this angle would have been 90 degree. Now think of a situation where we have increased the value of N2 by a very small amount as the question suggests. So if we have increased the value by a very small amount, this ray will travel undeviated here because here it's striking at 0 degree angle of incidence. So here it will travel straight and then it will strike here, and now the angle of incidence, which is still 30 degree, may not be the may not be may not give us the same value of angle of emergence as it was giving before because the refractive index has changed. So what I plan to do, I plan to keep this angle as fixed. I plan to change the value of N2 by a small amount, and I'm expecting a small change in the value of E. So let's write the Snell's law at this point and then see what we can do. So if I have to write Snell's law at this second point of strike, I am going to write it as N2 into sine of 30 degree is equals to 1 into sine E. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, we are changing the value of N2 by a small amount, and that is causing a change in the value of E. So let's differentiate this equation. So sine 30 will remain fixed because this angle never changes, it remains a 30 only. So it will become half into dn2 is equals to, and this becomes cos E uh, into dE. Okay, so and what is the value of E right now? So the value of E right now, or cos E right now, would be same as the value of cos I, because under the conditions when these two were 30, uh, E will become equal to I. So we are going to write root of 1 minus sine square I, which is 9 by 16, which becomes root of 7 by 4. Okay, so we can now say that dn2 by 2 is equals to root 7 by 4 into dE, which basically means that dn2 is equals to root 7 by 2 into dE. Now we are in a position to check all the options. So let's do that. A option says that the value of delta E, which is same as dE, or to be explicit, let me write it here. Delta N is delta N2, and we are getting root 7 by 2 into delta E. Okay, so the value of delta E is greater than that of delta N. Now that doesn't appear to be the case, because if I calculate the value of delta N by delta E, then I get something which is more than 1, which means delta N is bigger. So A option becomes incorrect. Okay, B option says that delta E is proportional to delta N. That looks okay, that looks correct from this equation itself. C option says that delta E lies between 2 uh, and 3 milliradians if delta n is equals to this much. So that's pretty easy to check. You can just put the value of delta in here. So it will become 2.8 into 10 raised to power minus 3 into 2 divided by root 7 is equals to is equals to delta E. So solving this, we will get 5.6 divided by root 7. Now, root 7 would be somewhere close to 2.5 or maybe 2.6. So this seems more than uh, double. Okay, right. So yeah, in that case, I guess C option is also correct, which makes B as incorrect because this is more than 2. So D option becomes incorrect. So from among the four options, B and C are correct. All right. Again, a good question. I hope you like the solution. I'll see you in the next question. Take care, guys.